I put together a list of 10 different meme coins that have either already created millionaires or I think are going to create millionaires. Now, before we dive into each of these different picks, behind me, there's two key points that we need to highlight. First of all, a lot of these different cryptocurrencies are available on exchanges. And the reason for that is that right now, if you try to go ahead and use Uniswap, you're going to pay over $100 in gas fees, which just doesn't make sense. Because for me personally, what I'm trying to do is buy $50 of each of these 10, so $500 total. And if I went ahead and paid $100 of gas fees to buy $50 worth of cryptocurrency, that just does not make sense. So I want to make sure a lot of these are on exchanges, and so that's why we're looking at these ones. The second thing that we need to highlight is, of course, these are high risk meme coins. Be very, very careful if you are going to go ahead and get involved in these. These most likely will decline in value. A lot of these I expect to go to zero, but I'm hoping in my investment that into these different coins, I'm hoping maybe 2 or 3 of these will 10x or higher, which then would pay for all the losses and make some nice profits. Now let's start at the top. We're going to start with Mong. Mong is something that you've probably already heard of. It's a fairly large cryptocurrency already. This is one that I think could become the next Pepe, however. That's where I think this potential is. Now, Mong has been falling behind Pepe. You can see very large market cap. And if you look at the price chart over time, it definitely went up dramatically, and it's seen really nice volume, about $100 million a day of volume, dropping down right now to about $50 million a day of volume. Still absolutely massive volume, considering the market cap is only about $140 million. The price so far for Mong has pulled back a little bit, which is why I think that this might be a decent buy opportunity for my meme coin portfolio, because as you guys can see, obviously if it goes to a $100 million market cap, we'd lose money since it's beyond that, but I think it could go to a $1 billion market cap, which case would gain us about $250. And if it goes to a $10 billion market cap, I'd be gaining about $3,000 off of Mong, which would be really nice. Now, the next one on this list is another larger cryptocurrency. That would be Bob. Bob right now is about a $100 million market cap. I think Bob has, again, a lot of potential to potentially follow up on Pepe and become maybe one of the next Pepe. Maybe this will go up to a $500 million market cap or potentially $1 billion market cap. Bob, again, you can see the chart went up a lot and has been pulling back since then, which is why I decided to take advantage of this opportunity to buy into Bob right now. I think Bob has a lot of potential to keep running in the future. You guys can see the volume again with Bob, really high volume numbers compared to market cap, peaking at about $75 million of 24-hour volume. So I think Bob has a lot of potential. Now, if we go ahead, look at these different gain potentials for Bob. Obviously, it's about $100 million market cap right now. So if it goes to 100 million, we don't really make that much money. If it goes to $1 billion, about $500 profit. It goes to 10 billion, about $5,000 of profit. Now, the third one that I want to talk about is a smaller one. This is LAMBO. Now, I think this is kind of straightforward, as you guys can tell by the name as to why I picked this, but Lamborghinis, everybody wants to get the Lambo money. The whole icon behind this is a Pepe in a Lambo, so it's playing off meme culture. I think it has a lot of potential there. Right now, Lambo is going down. It's about an $8.5 million market cap, $10 million market cap. You guys can see the volume on this is pretty decent, about $5 million. This one, of course, again, is higher risk, but I think Lambo has a lot of potential here to gain a ton of value. Now, if Lambo goes up, you guys can see to a $100 million market cap, that'd gain this portfolio about $450. Goes to a $1 billion market cap, that'd be $5,000. If it goes to 10 billion, that'd be $50,000, which is the down payment on a Lamborghini. So Lambo could be the down payment on a Lambo if it's turned out well. Of course, it could, of course, go bad, which is why we're only putting $50 into this. If it goes to zero, great. I'm treating it basically like my gambling money. I'm not putting my life savings into that. Now, the next one I want to talk about is Turbo. Turbo is another one that's been talked about quite a bit across the internet. You guys have probably seen the artwork that was made for Turbo, which I cannot show here because it's not YouTube friendly, but Turbo also has a ton of volume. You can see the volume numbers coming in. Wow, actually peaking about $270 million. Right now, downward trend at about $136 million of 24-hour volume, but massive volume compared to the market cap of this cryptocurrency. I think this is another one, again, with this massive dip that we've seen recently. I'm taking this opportunity to buy in. Hopefully, it'll go back up to those all-time highs, and if it goes beyond all-time highs, this could make a lot of money for the portfolio. Again, it's about $100 million, so we don't really gain there. But if we go to $1 billion, we gain about $450. If we go to $10 billion, we gain about $5,000 on Turbo. By the way, if you guys appreciate videos like this, make sure you subscribe down below so you don't miss another one. Now let's talk about WOJAK. WOJAK is about a mid-size meme coin for us, about $44 million. WOJAK, similar trend to a lot of the other ones here, where we see the volume compared to market cap, just absolutely massive volume coming in, over $100 million of 24-hour volume for a cryptocurrency that's market cap is only shy of $50 million. That's insane. Again, this one is down from the peak, which is why I'm taking the opportunity to buy in. Not going to time the bottom perfectly, of course, but in my opinion, for what I'm trying to do, if I can get some nice gains off buying a WOJAK dip, that's something that's a W for me. Now, if we go over to $100 million market cap, basically double the value we put in. $1 billion, we gain $1,000. If we go to 10 billion, we're going to gain almost $12,000. So massive gains on WOJAK. Now, I do want to highlight for you guys, a lot of these different ones are available on MEXC. That is intentional because, of course, we want to avoid the gas fees on the Ethereum network, but also MEXC is doing a special program right now. If you deposit and trade on their platform using this link to the affiliate code, you guys can earn $100 worth of Pepe and $9,000 worth of USDT. All you have to do is create an account, deposit, and start trading. They have all the information of the different thresholds you have to meet to earn the different rewards, but it's a great opportunity for you guys. MEXC is the only exchange that was willing to work with me and provide you guys an incentive program to trade with them. So while you're trying to make the next Pepe gains, you could be actually earning Pepe, which is a win-win. And if you wanted to see whether I could actually buy these cryptocurrencies on MEXC or not, you can see I did buy a bunch of these different ones on MEXC that I mentioned are available on MEXC. You might have to create a VPN to get access, but you can go ahead and trade with an unverified account and do still a lot of trading on MEXC. Of course, make sure you're complying with your local regulations. Now let's talk about RECT here. RECT is a smaller cryptocurrency for sure. This is one of the smallest ones that we've talked about so far, about $3.5 million market cap. Now, why did I pick RECT? I think the answer is pretty simple here. RECT, you get wrecked buying RECT. Like, you get wrecked now. This is just straightforward degen play. This was my gambler instinct in me coming out, but I figured a lot of people might enjoy the memes here and want to get into it. It is down quite a bit, so people are getting wrecked, which is kind of ironic, but since it's down right now, I figured, if I throw 50 bucks in it, people decide to pump it back up to the all-time highs, this could show some serious gains for my portfolio. So I decided to take the gamble. You can see RECT had some massive volume and still does relative to the market cap, about $9 million of 24-hour volume. When the market cap's only about $3 million, there's definitely some potential here. I think this is definitely a higher risk play, but of course, with the high risk comes the higher reward potential. You can see if we go up to $100 million market cap, we'd make $1,300. $1 billion market cap, we'd be making $14,000. And the highest gain we've seen so far, if we hit a $10 billion market cap, gaining over $140,000 on RECT. Of course, it could go to zero, which then we just lose 50 bucks. And this is where I think the risk versus reward on some of these is worthwhile for me to take the gamble, spend 50 bucks, lose 50 bucks, or gain $100,000. That's worthwhile for me. Now, another one that I think has a lot of potential is SpongeBob. Now, SpongeBob, straightforward, everybody loves SpongeBob. SpongeBob is a very popular meme, TV show, all of that. SpongeBob volume coming in pretty strong for the size of this cryptocurrency, peaking out about $4.5 million. Market cap right now shy of $4 million, so more volume than market cap is a good sign on some of these different meme coins. So I think SpongeBob has some potential to show some massive gains. This one, again, is available on MEXC. And this one, very similar to RECT, basically the same size. We'd be looking at the same kind of gains, $1,000 if we go to 100 million, 14,000 if we go to 1 billion, and $140,000 if we go to a $10 billion market cap. Now, going back up to larger cryptocurrencies, we have PooCoin. Now, PooCoin is something that I kind of slept on. It's at $54 billion market cap right now. PooCoin playing off the memes and Winnie the Pooh, basically. I think PooCoin has a lot of potential. This is something, like I mentioned, slept on before, but I think this is one that could as well end up overtaking some of the other ones that we talked about and potentially even Pepe. So this is one that I'm looking to. You can see it went up a lot, and again, it has started to come back down, and I'm taking that opportunity to buy the dip right now. Now, the volume on this, very high again at about $50 million 24 hour. Now, this one is not available on MEXC, but if you go to Bitmart, you can get this one. Again, since it is a higher market cap, our gain potentials are capped. If we go to $100 million, we gain $40. If we go to 1 billion, we gain about $850. If we go to 10 billion, we gain about $9,000. The last one I want to talk to you guys about is Jeff. Jeff is about $12.5 million market cap right now. It is not currently listed on exchanges. It's only on Uniswap. So this is one that I'm waiting to get into until it starts going onto exchanges. With Jeff, if we see this one blow up, we could see some massive gains again. $350, about $4,000, and about $40,000. And I think what's interesting about Jeff is you guys can go over here to Dex Tools. We're going to talk about this more in just a second. But Jeff, so far, it's relatively new, but this thing is blowing up so far with the different pricing. Let's swap this over to 1 hour. You guys can see what I'm talking about. The pricing is showing really steady growth. And I think this is something that has a lot of potential to keep running. People love the memes here with the Jeff cryptocurrency. So I think this has a lot of potential to see some explosive growth. And if you want to learn about these different meme coins and maybe spot the next Pepe currency, you guys can come over to Dex Tools. This is a great place to go. You can check out these different hot pairs where they show off these different hot cryptocurrencies. You can just switch networks and see hot pairs on different networks. So maybe you don't want to buy on the Ethereum network and you want to see about hot crypto meme coins on other networks. You have the opportunity to do that. And if you want to actually research them, maybe you don't have a bunch of skills to research them. All you have to do is copy this address, go over to Token Sniffer, paste it in here, and this will give you a quick summary. This does not mean that this one, LAMBO, for example, is 100% safe. This just means some of the major red flags that are out there are not necessarily here for LAMBO, so it's maybe safer than some of the other crypto rug pulls, but that doesn't mean it's totally safe. This could still rug pull. There's still potential risk here. This just shows you that it's a lot safer. If you want to learn more about researching cryptocurrencies and make sure that they're safe, you guys can check out my course in the description down below. It's 69% off right now, but I'll let you go ahead, go over to Etherscan, for example. You can go down and learn things like, oh, the contract address has no owner, which means that it's potentially safer because they can't go ahead and change what's in the contract code. You guys can go ahead and click on cryptocurrencies, learn how to analyze the top holders, a lot of information in that course to help you with your crypto research. So make sure you guys also check out that link in the description down below. It is 69% off for a limited time with meme coin season. And if you want to learn about the potential for Pepe to go absolutely crazy, check out this video up here and I'll catch you on the next one.